Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room Recap for Monday, February the 8th. My name is Barry Anderson. I'm the moderator of our free trading room. This is the address to get into the room. And if you want to subscribe to Trade Ideas, this is the address you can use. And just to let you know, do have a special on right now. 1288 gets you a full year of Trade Ideas plus our AI/Holly channel. Basically, you're getting that for free at the 1288 price. And that price is not going to last for much longer. I know this is kind of a Super Bowl promotion, so that price is definitely going to go up. So if you're at all interested, I'm going to go over Holly a little bit. Here is the address that you can use, and that'll get you to a website which will allow you to get the AI plus TI combo for $1,288. And again, AI Holly, that's a lifetime license. So even if you leave Trade Ideas for a few months, for whatever reason, you want to take a break from trading, you come back and it is still there for you. Now, the room is open for between 9 and 4 p.m. Eastern Time, and I'm on the mic live between those two times. Okay, well, I don't know what to say. A very exciting day. Let's take a look at what Holly did at the very beginning of the day. And this is how erratic the markets are right now. We had a massive spike up, good profit up here. You had to take some profit. If you were in any of these trades, you had to take some profit up here. And now, we're basically in a little flat position right here, a little bit negative. You can see we're a little bit negative, but again, all at the beginning of the day, this is when Holly was really active and did a great job. So, we added a very interesting column in the latest release, and this is the non-exit profit column. Now, I have to caution a little bit because, what this is telling you is that, we have stops for all of these trades, all right? We basically have three types of stops. We have a time stop right there. So in other words, this is looking, let's see, this got in at 10. So this is going to be a 60-minute hold for this. Let me just expand this a bit. I think if I expanded it a bit. Okay. So this is a 60-minute hold. If I looked at the, you'll see right here, the 60 minutes, most of them are 60 minutes. There's a couple of 30, but most of them are 60-minute holds. So that's the time stop. So it's going to take you out of the trade regardless of what sort of position you're in. Okay. It's in other words, you could be in a great, still in a profitable position. Doesn't mean you have to get out of the trade, but the time stop for purposes of our calculation of our profit and loss is going to take you out of the trade. Um, so there's a time stop. There's also a smart stop. So if the trade goes against you, you'll be taken out also. All right. And there's also, let me just have to expand this a little bit. Hopefully I don't lose. Okay. We also have profit targets on all of these strategies. So ranging from either $1 or $2. Why we do that is, again, we could have a situation where the stock is soaring. It's up $2, $3. And if we don't take and then it could come back down. So what we're doing is we're just putting a kind of like I'll call it a protective profit stop on it so that for purposes of the calculation of the profit loss, that we don't get into a situation like this, and watching all the profits dribble away to nothing. So we take profit, and so those are the three ways that we get out of the trades. Now, what we did add was a non-exit profit column. And that's an interesting column now. Now, why I said to be a little bit cautious of it, because, you might, and I'm going to be following this, but you run the risk of saying, you know what, especially if this really turns into you start adding up all this and subtracting down here, and it's always ending up positive. The problem with this is that you're ignoring stops, and you never want to do that. But how you really, so in other words, right now, the profit was 96 cents on LYB as an example. That was the profit of it, 96 cents, because it got a time stop out. But if you had kept it, and again, LYB, let's just take a look at LYB. There'd be really no reason to get out of it. I mean, yes, you got time stop, but you look at a 15-minute chart and there's really no reason to get out of it. It's continuing down, down, down. So that's where the human interaction with Holly has to take place. You have to look at some of these and say, you know what? If I'm in it and it's still moving down, just because it's telling me as a time stop to get out, I'm going to keep in it. I'm going to keep into it. Now, if this popped back up, then you want to get back out or you want to get out of the trade. So this is what this is. This is what this is telling us then is that the non-exit profit. But how you can also use this is take a look at this. See, take a look at the ones that are right around zero. So what this means is that, this was probably stopped out at some point. UAL was probably stopped out at some point. But right now at 45.28, and let me just bring UAL up. So maybe it's lagging just a little bit. Oh, no, no, I'm sorry. This is the just one second here, UAL. I was looking at the wrong column. That's a math. So we're about 15 cents away. Okay. Now this was a short. Okay. So it has popped up. But you see, if you look at the ones that are very close to zero, that means that they're very close to that original trigger price. And you can start to play, you can start to use those. All right. You can start to use Holly and take a look at where the non-exit profits are. And if they're around zero, then start taking a look at that. And that's exactly what I did with AWH. Just one second. I just want to. Okay. So, so that's what I did with AWH. I looked at this at one point, AWH, there was a trigger at 31 at 30.92 and it said to go long, all right? So, the exit, but the stop price was at 30.61. Now, originally, if you take a look, so at 30.92, so it was right around here, okay? But it started to move against us just a little bit. But so what I did was I watched it, and when it was around zero, so in other words, a non-exit profit. So in other words, it's if I see this around zero, then that means that it's basically at the trigger price. And so when I saw this around the trigger price, I watched it move up a little bit, and when it went over the whole number, I took the trade at 31.04, and I got out at 31.25 and 31.30. Was it spectacular? No, it wasn't spectacular. Spectacular would have been, of course, if it had really ripped higher. But it's just a way to use Holly. I know people are some are a little bit frustrated about how to use this and all, and this is why we've added this column right here, so you can start to track the ones that didn't work right off the bat. Right off the bat, it may not have worked, but you can start to take a look at this column and see which are the ones that are very close to zero. Okay, and you can maybe play around it. Now, there will be other ways to use this column, and I'm just learning myself because this was just added to I believe today or over the weekend anyway. So I'm going to start to take a look at this column a little more closely to figure out other ways to use it. But right now, I look at this one, UAL, and it says it's very close to the trigger price, 45.28. Let's take a look, UAL, United Airlines. Yeah, there we go, 45.26. Now, originally, this was a short. So, I'm doing the video right now, so I'm probably not going to do anything on it. But, if the market really starts collapsing again, then I could probably take a look at this one and get in short on it. All right, now let's take a look at some of the exciting ones that happened today. Really, ALGN was probably one of the best ones, and unfortunately, I didn't have a post in the room on it. I'm out of it now. But this option play channel. If you want this channel or channel, keep calling it a channel. If you want this window, by the way, just email me. Send an email right here, and I'll send you this channel. This is getting us some absolutely great plays, especially during earnings season, because that's when, of course, options generally when a company releases earnings. We've had so many earnings plays, and right now with the market being so bad, a lot of these companies are just really collapsing, and that means that, there's a lot of option activity. So what this is doing, just as a refresher, what this is doing, and why it says 150, 200, and 300. What I'm looking for are symbols or companies that are exhibiting abnormal option activity today. It's not like I'm not playing the options. I'm not buying options, okay? I'm just wanting to find out companies that are exhibiting abnormal option activity. So this one, I start off at 150%. So that means that, as an example, if a company normally trades 100 contracts a day, it's going to have to trade 150 for this one to trigger. Would have to trade 200 for this one to trigger. And of course, it would have to trade, what did I say, 100, 300, obviously, for this one to trigger. So this is just a great, it kind of goes along with the abnormal volume, just in terms of a number of shares traded, but this is looking at abnormal option activity. And again, when companies release earnings, generally you're going to see a spike in the option activity. So that's why Align, and the original trigger was at 59.62. So in the room, I was actually, let me just get I was watching it right here, and I was actually thinking, this could bounce, because it was really consolidating well right here, 59.90. I thought, in fact, I was saying in the room, if it got over 60, I was probably going to take it as a bounce. But it went so rapidly, quickly down. Look at this candle right there. And so I actually took the short, as I was, more inclined to do, because it triggered on the option on that window at 59. I think it was 59.50 something, and I took the short at 59.60. I'm out of it, but this is, over a $2 move for this. There were many others. DXCM, another. I mean, look at this move. I mean, this was, I think, at around $50, over $50. It was triggered here, and this is another almost $2 move. So, this is a channel. I keep calling it channel. Sorry, it's not a channel. It's just it's a window that gives really, really good trade ideas, as our company is called. So if you want it, just send me an email, and I will definitely forward it to you. So, I had other trades. BRX was another excellent trade. This one, I guess, had all sorts of news about accounting improprietaries and improprieties, sorry. And so that consequently, I think I think the CFO or some of the boards or some of the members of the company quit or retired or were ousted. I don't know, but I mean, look at this, $26 down to $20. Now it's trying to recoup somewhat, but obviously this will be in the news for a while. So this is a stock that I would probably keep watching. And we got into this one. I got into this one at 21.17 on the short, got out at 21.50 and 21.30 very early. So anyway, I want to get back to the room because there could be still some interesting plays for us. So. But I just want to, tell you a little bit more about how to use Holly. I know it can be a little bit difficult at the beginning, especially when you get a lot of trades coming in. But just have some patience. Trade around that non-exit profit now, and you can start to see the ones that are close to the trigger area, and then see if they start trending in the way in which it was designed to go a little bit earlier. All right, that's it for today. I got a little long-winded today. So again, here's the address to get into our room, free room. If you want to subscribe to our entire package, it's a great deal. 1288 gets you an entire year of trade ideas, plus you get the AI/Holly channel for basically for free because, at $99 a month, multiply that out. I think this works out to about $103 a month. And the 99, of course, just for TI Pro does not include AI Holly. So you're basically at 1288. You're getting AI Holly free, and that's a lifetime license for you. All right. Again, we're open 9 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope to see you in our trading room tomorrow. Bye bye.